Alright guys, I'm down in the basement looking at Derek's furnace. He's got two of them here. This furnace takes care of the second floor, this takes care of the first floor. So this coil overcompensated and the drain line backed up, and it caused some leakage onto the control board. So the furnace is just being bypassed right now directly to the hot side of the transformer to get the blower to work. So we're going to do a furnace replacement, potentially a coil as well. On this one, we'll take our new furnace, set it in place. We have 2-inch flue pipe that's already existing here. Air runs to the exterior right there. If code's going to require us to do an intake, we could do an intake there and bring it up to through the wall over there on that side. For the furnace, we'll rebuild this return drop and set our 5-inch media cabinet in with a 6-inch furnace base to get the most amount of airflow into this system because it is a 5-ton drive. Refrigerant lines and everything will stay. They'll just get flushed and pressure tested. Gas line's all good. That's black iron, so we'll just rebuild that into the new system. Drain lines, they run out of here down to the floor. There is a bypass humidifier, or I'm sorry, a powered humidifier that's installed here. We'll just reattach that more than likely. It looks like it's fairly new. You can see the return drops coming from a canvas collar right out of a boat up there. So we'll just drop that down. We may have to build a little transition to bump everything out a couple inches. Give us room for our, what's it called, our 5-inch media cabinet. That should be everything on this one. Another thing I did want to point out here, it's got a condensate drain line. It runs from there, down and around, underneath this workbench, and then up into the ceiling. And it's kinked actually, right there, as well as over at the furnace, which is on the other side over here. So what I'd like to do is put in a new condensate line from here. We'll run it up to the ceiling, make sure that there's no bends or kinks in it, big bends or kinks in it, and then we'll just reroute that to where it's exposed and we can actually see it all the way down to the floor drain over there. I'm not sure if it's possible, but there is a plumbing drain here that we could possibly tie into. I'm not quite sure how all that stuff works, but we could maybe cut a hole and put a little trap in. It's probably just as easy to run it all the way down to the other side there and drop it down into the floor drain. But you're going to need a good 70 to 80 foot of vinyl for that. That should be everything down here. We have a breaker panel here on the other side of the house. We got a Kraus and Hyde load center. It's partially marked, but I don't believe it's marked correctly. There's a double 30 and a double 50 amp breaker there. That's probably two of the ACs. And then there's another double 50 amp breaker there. That's probably the other AC if I had to guess.